Really impressive. And when you look at it, when Nick Boyd and John Blackwell played at the level that they did tonight, very similar to the way that they played in that road win against Michigan, this team can beat anybody in the country. I mean, Nick Boyd to me is a guy that plays the game the right way. He can score. Rob, we saw it, when he was at FAU. Go back to the run that they made in the Final Four. Like, go back to the run. He was the guy, along with Elijah Martin, that made so many plays. The layup against Memphis in the first round of the NCAA tournament to catapult that team to a Final Four. It's really impressive. And he just plays the game the right way. He gets in the lane. He loves celebrating his teammates' success. Those guys are really, really good. If Blackwell and Boyd played it the way they did tonight, just like they did on the road against Michigan, they can beat anybody in the country. There's no question about
that. Tyler, the backcourt, the performance we saw from them, Nick Boyd, John Blackwell, 49 points combined, 9 assists combined, just a single turnover on the road. Like that's how you win road games in college basketball. We saw the last couple of weeks, top 5 teams losing on the road to ranked teams. You want to win on the road, you have your guards play like that.
Yeah, and when they're getting, like we talked about, when they have it going like that, Blackwell and Boyd, we know what they're capable of. And Rob, you're right. There's no more impressive team out there that has 2 better road wins than Wisconsin right now. And, watching this game, I thought like Wagler had an incredible game, and I felt like Illinois played well. It's just that Wisconsin stepped up. They didn't make turnovers. They didn't beat themselves. They played solid, and Boyd and Blackwell took over at the end, and I really felt like they played, got them that dub in Champaign.
Yeah, it was a big one, and Wisconsin is, they're in the tournament solidly, but they're one of those teams where they're in that like kind of 9-10 range, right? Where you drop a couple in a row and all of a sudden you're back in the closer to the cut line. But this is the kind of this is a seed line or 2, Matt. And here's the thing that's dangerous about them. Like just big picture with this group. What wins in March? It's guard play, right? It's point guard play. What else wins in March? Guards that have tournament experience. Where has Nick Boyd played before, Matt? In the Final Four. Like they got a guy here that knows how to win, that could carry them in big moments. There's things that have worried me about this group before, but I think when they hit their highest peak, when those 2 backcourt guys are playing well, when Austin Rapp is making the shots that he's making, they can hang with anyone in college basketball, and they've proven that.
Did you label them a 9 or 10 seed? Did you just give that?
That's what they were.
Is that what you
I'm feeling the 68.
At 9-4 in the Big Ten, 17-7 overall, with wins on the road against the 2 best teams in the Big Ten. They got wins on the road. Like, can I take over this field in the 68 in the seeding, please? Can I have an opinion on this, please?
For context, the 9 seed was before tonight's win. They'll move up here, but I'm not the expert. I take no ownership of this because I'm not good at it. I leave it to the guys.
He's not an expert.
No, absolutely not. There's no way we would ever let Goodman do something like this. Can you imagine Goodman trying to do bracketology?
But can you imagine?
Wait, guys, what's the net again? What's the net again?
Yeah, what's the net again? Can you imagine, though, if 8-9 game you're playing against Wisconsin and Wisconsin wins, and on the other side of that, in the second round of the NCAA tournament, you're playing against this team with these 2 guards? That's how good they are? Yeah, listen, and so much respect for Greg Gard and the job that he's doing. He's not running, the Bo Ryan, swing offense. No, he's evolved. He's putting his own stamp on this program. And that's what also makes this team so good. And you bring in Boyd, who, Rob, we were down there when they were playing against Charleston, 2 years ago. I mean, these guys were special. We saw what Elijah Martin did last year at the University of Florida. We saw what Vlad Golden did at Michigan last year. Like, these guys had a special bond, and they are also all really, really high character guys. And that's a credit to Dusty May and the job that he did at FAU, bringing these guys in, Nick Boyd plays the game the right way. He knows when to score. He knows when to get out, get in the lane and, spray it out to his teammates. He's always trying to get the crowd into it. He plays with the level of passion. And if him and Blackwell can continue to click and play like they did tonight, just like they did at Michigan, they can beat anybody in the country. And they have proven that.
Yeah, I loved you talk about the way that he kind of talks and the swagger that Nick Boyd has. There was a moment, I guess, after the game where how it was Jake Davis wig night, that Nick Boyd walked over to the sideline. They gave away free wigs for the guy in Illinois that has all the long hair for the people listening at home. And Nick Boyd, I guess, walked over to the student section and just started yelling, "Take the hair off, letting them know. So he's not afraid to let people know when they find a way to be able to win basketball games. I think, and Tyler, you could probably speak to this. I think what makes them so difficult to guard is that they've really simplified what they do, right? They're not reinventing the wheel. It's like, let's put our best playmakers in ball screen actions. Let's get them going downhill. Let's get them to a point where they're in the paint and let those guys go make a decision when they're in the lane, right? Jump stop, kick the ball out, find a shooter on the perimeter, or score at the basket. It's simple basketball.
Yeah, it's winning basketball. When your team knows how to play a certain style and they simplify it and they don't try to overplay or make hero plays, it always makes the game much easier. And I think that it's a sign of good coaching as well. When you guys know how to be in good position, they know when the screen is coming, they know how to play downhill as well, and they know how to play off of each other. And a lot of these this modern basketball, this offensive style that everyone wants to play, a lot of it is a little bit of reading the defense and having the defense dictate what you do, and that's very difficult to understand as a coach or as a player, especially in college, as you're still trying to grow your knowledge of the game. But I think this says a lot about Greg Gard and how he's coaching this team. And if these two players get in the zone and they know how to maximize their abilities, this is going to be a tough team for anybody and a scary team come tournament time.
All right, real quick, I want both of you guys to answer. T, I'll go to you first. Wisconsin's upside in the tournament is?
Sweet 16.
McCall?
I would say the same. And my only concern is just if one of those two guys don't play well, who's stepping up? Like who can step into that role of if John Blackwell doesn't have a good game? The games that they've won, the difficult games that they've won, both those guys have played at such a high level. But you know that you have a bad night, you have an off night, you have a bad game. So if one of the two of them have that, oof. I'll say Sweet 16 is definitely the ceiling. I don't know if they can get. I don't know if they can get past that.
I'll give you one more. I can